Long from the ever more beautiful home of the Boston Janet here, and happy to have you on a Monday night. Yeah, cleaned up pretty good today, and we'll welcome a few people in here. We'll get going. Maybe we'll watch a movie later. I'm not sure. But one thing that we decided to do in the boss last time was really, I guess we kind of overdid it with what we were doing, and I think that took a lot out of both of us. So we decided to scale back, and I think we started a little bit earlier, and then we knocked off about 5 o'clock or so. Let me see if I can get the live chat check here. See if anybody's going to check in this evening. I think Janet will come over a bit and join me. She's resting her legs. She's been up and down all day. Hello, Beatles. How are you? Nice to see you tonight. And hope you guys were able to catch the video. Somebody's like, "Oh man, boss is grumpy, right?" Really? The grumpy boss equals great video. How you doing? Enjoyed the house tour. Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate that. Leah, how are you doing tonight, honey? Nice to see you. So I'm gonna probably be on about an hour or so. There's a big difference between this time and last time in the workflow that we're doing. It's what would you say, boss? Just more like precision work and less chug and go in terms of laying flooring. Let me see. Hey Kelly, how are you tonight? Good to see you. Just had what do we have tonight, Janet? We had meatloaf, mashed potatoes, broccoli with cheese, delicious. Everything we had tonight. We're pretty much finished with the trim. Surprise, impressive. You're still going after all your work. Well, we didn't hit it as crazy as last time. Was really it really took me about a week to recover from that. Hey Ricardo, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you. Thumbs up are most appreciated. And I think we determined this time that we were going to do a little bit of a slower pace. There's some other things that need to be done probably before we get to the main flooring downstairs. So I don't know how things are going to play out. It's up to the boss to decide, not only the pace of what we do, but also the flow of work around here. But I guess the last big thing that remains is the big floor behind me that you can see out in the dining room area. Hey, Jero, how are you? Everything always delicious on Janet's dinner table. It is. And she's tough on herself. Oh, I should have used another egg or blah, blah, blah. But it's, you're not going to have a better meatloaf around. It was absolutely delicious. So, yeah, I'm a little bit sore. I think the hardest thing is the knees being up and down and trying to be accurate and not waste a lot of material because material costs money for baseboard molding and trying to be precise in your cuts so you're not wasting. Hey, Dreamcatcher, how are you doing tonight? Good to see you. So this morning I took Zoe out. Zoe looked at me like I was a nut. Janet, meals are the reason to stretch your time. Well, I always have an open invitation down here, which is beautiful. I think that they enjoy my company down here. I think the boss and I we like to crack on each other a little bit, but as I've said before, you couldn't ask for a better person on planet Earth to be in your corner when the chips are down. That's for damn sure. So, how's everybody out there? Now, look, I've had a lot of people blowing up my phone about drama. I've had some requests to go on to some panels and things like that. And I need to be honest with you guys. How you doing? How you doing, Brenda? I need to be real honest about that. Number one, you guys know I really don't do a lot of drama. How you doing, Jay Money? And when I get focused on work like this, it's really hard to tell somebody that you're working with. Hey, I need to take an hour out to be on this panel or whatever. So I see the carpentry's coming along nicely. Thank you. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass. Thank you, Rhea Bird. And Sonia, thank you so much for your kindness today. That was so sweet. And everybody that, people send things on PayPal, and I'm very appreciative of that. But I can't tell the boss, hey, I'm going to take an hour and just goof off and go on this live stream or whatever, and I kind of lose the flow of what's going on. I know what's going on with Chris, and he sent me a few pictures about what he's thinking about buying. But other than that, I've been kind of low profile. I just when I'm doing something, my head is just fully in the game, fully engaged, and there's just no other way around it. How you doing, Elmer? Good to see you. So I'm enjoying a cup of Dunkin' Donuts here. I think Janet will come over and join me a little later. You finally cracked the wine, huh? That's a rarity for Monday night for you, huh? To have wine. She's well on her way to AA and everything. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I've made it clear my thoughts on things that with the price of fuel and things now, I think that economy makes a lot of sense in travel. I would love a red wine right now. Janet's all about the Chardonnay. She loves her Chardonnay, which is a white wine. So, other than that, I haven't really been keeping up on too much else. We watched Coming to America Part 2 last night, which was pretty funny. Eddie Murphy. It was good to see Arsenio Hall back in the movie again. It's been a long time. And Louis Anderson. It's good to see him. Hey, Debbie Lynn, how you doing? Yeah, Debbie Lynn likes her Moscato, which is the wine of the South down there, don't you, Debbie? She loves her Moscato. So, I think fuel economy is a very important consideration, especially when you like to do a lot of traveling and see a lot of sights. And I don't want to see Chris get something that could be really expensive to operate with repairs and fuel and all that. But at the end of the day, it's not my decision. Eddie's daughter any good? Yeah, she was good. I mean, it was a funny movie. Yeah, it was worth seeing. Do I think it was as good as the original? No, I might have played up the McDowells. Remember, the original had John Amos with McDowell. I might have played that up a little more in part 2. But I'm not going to give you a spoiler on the movie. But that was nice. That's probably the first movie. How long, Jen? It's been since. Well, you guys see movies. Probably been. I can't remember last time I sat and watched a movie, except for a classic movie I watched once in a while. It's been a long time. Yeah, it's been a long time. How do you remember my wines? Oh, come on, Debbie Lynn. I've met you 2 times, honey. Right down in Florida and in Greenville, South Carolina, down there. My truly great friends on YouTube, Debbie Lynn. One of the greatest singers down here. What's up, Bronson? Hi, Shimei. So I don't know how you guys feel about. I try not to stick my nose too much in the business of what's going on in terms of RV purchases. But if somebody asks me, I tell them. And other than that, I hadn't really been out a lot lately. But today, and those gas prices are $2.50 for us in Mississippi is insane. When I left, I filled up yesterday. Yeah, yesterday before I came down, it was $3.69 a gallon. Yeah. And probably when I get back, it'll be pushing close to $4 per gallon. Yeah. That's what we're looking at right now, for sure. It's gonna be. It ain't gonna be. I don't see them going down anytime soon. They've shut in a lot of production in the U.S., right? We're not going to have the Keystone Pipeline and a few other things. So it is what it is. So good on you, Shimei, for having a van. That's what I want to continue to have a van because it's good for travel. Other than that, like I said, I've stayed off of. I've had some invites to come on a few panels, but what do I have to offer? Right? I'm not going to just appear just for the sake of, making empty comments about drama that I'm not really following. I just don't do that. It's just not I'm pretty much a person that minds my own business and is protective of the privacy of other people. In other words, I don't stir the pot just for the sake of stirring the pot. But, yeah, my knees feel it. Yeah. There's Boss has become so tender these days. It's almost sickening, you know, to see. For a guy who had a pet iguana, right? Look at this, right? Huh? You miss Juan? Huh? Yeah, Juan, the big iguana, right? They finally started to fill up the tank again and get that going. So the pellet stove is going. It's gonna be chilly. We got a rain situation coming tomorrow. So I think we're gonna be working in the garage if we have to do any cuts. You all right? Still bothering the dog or what? Huh? Can we see the fish tank? Yeah, now remember they just changed the water here, so it's going to take a couple days. Isn't that nice? I can't tell you how nice this pellet stove is when that's gone at nighttime. So nice. There's the Yanet. Keep your clothes on there, Janet. There we go. That like nice. Hey, Vicky, how are you? Let's go over and say hi to Zoe. Zoe doesn't really like the heat too much. Zoe will go through the little doggy door. Yeah, there's a tank upstairs in the bedroom that I'm in. We call that the Rosie room up there. Right? So there's Zoe. How you doing tonight, Zoe? Oh, Zoe's like, let's get closer to Mom. Yeah. Remember who took you walking today and cleaned up your poo? Hmm?
Yeah.
Who did that? Huh? Who did that? That's Princess Zoe, the most spoiled dog in the world.
Get her hair cut.
Okay, Charla, thank you. We'll look at the fish tank. Yeah, Janet's got her wine. It's unusual for her. I mean, we're cranking around here. I don't often feature Janet on the things, but you made 2 trips out today, and we told you to pick up some more trim. Boss is yelling, and you're like, I only have the small car, you know. I don't have the truck. I can't bring it. Oh, he's like, oh, sorry about that. I forgot that you had your small car. Plus, you're doing all the filling around here, all that work and the caulking and painting of the trim, and laundry and cooking and meals. So it really is
the first aid, yeah.
Really is the unsung hero of stuff. But Janet's highly skilled in the kitchen, and you made a couple hundred meals in your day, huh? Yeah. So what a nice family photo right there, huh? And the boss isn't here to spoil it, is he, huh? Where's that scary boss, huh? It's like, why do I have to share the house with that guy, right? Why do I gotta share the house with that guy, huh? Yeah, Zoe's a cutie. Somebody asked me what's the breed of dog?
Zoe is a cockapoo.
Cockapoo, okay? Which I wouldn't know a cockapoo if I fell over one, but I just call him a fluffy dog, right?
Oh, she needs a haircut, yeah.
Well, is tomorrow her day? She's got
Wednesday,
yeah. So everybody's doing okay. Hey, Miguel, bed yesterday in Vanilla Supermarket at night. Me and my mom and buy some food, and I buy $1 2020. Year of the Ox. Oh, well, good, Miguel. Glad you won. All right. Okay. So there's the pellet stove there. Gesundheit. Yeah, I just turned on this table here. Sounded like I emitted gas, but I didn't. It's just my genes on here. But that pellet stove is really nice. And that you turn the heat on at night or not?
It's on, but it doesn't come on.
It doesn't come on because the heat rises to the upstairs pretty good. No, I closed the door to my room.
Then the heat doesn't.
Yeah, but it's okay. You know,
leave it cracked or something.
Yeah, leave it cracked. I just don't want you guys coming and taking advantage of me in the middle of the night or something like that.
You never know.
I have to protect my virginity, you know, from these guys. Yeah.
Under lock and key.
Now that does need a cleaning in the front. It has the glass there, which can be removed, and it just gets soot build up. Yeah, they're doing the kitchen, Jamie. Yeah, the kitchen's being done. But this thing is really nice. These things are expensive, aren't they? The boss said they're like 10 grand now. These. Yeah, still firing up. What happened before? It was kind of like a couple months ago. Was fritzing out a little bit. I don't know.
One of the fans has an issue.
Okay, one of the fans. Probably you can get a replacement for that. So, Janet, some people were asking me, what's the plan for the TV situation now? What are you going to do? You have, this is a high definition.
Filling that hole in,
So you're going to top fill that.
and then we're gonna put the TV on the wall.
So you're filling in that whole top. So now you're going to upgrade to what?
Bigger TV.
190-inch TV, stadium
And
size.
go all the way across the wall.
Because our eyes are getting older here, right? So you're definitely going to get a bigger TV,
Yeah.
right? But that is that's an ultra high definition TV, and this is Sony, so it's a nice unit there. Yeah, the fire's nice, isn't it? I would agree. Yeah, how you doing, Marcio? Thank you. Hey, like that slate's really nice, isn't it? Slate in there. Yeah, Catherine says, does Janet over to Larry's for produce? Tell the Larry, you've been going to Larry's for how long?
Since I lived here.
12 years?
Yeah.
10 years. They open around Memorial Day.
No, they opened mid-June.
Okay, so they're, but then they close before, when did they close?
Just before, the week before Christmas.
Yeah, and you buy a lot of produce and stuff from them. It supports the local guy. And we went down there before. We bought peaches to make moonshine, and they'll have like 5 or 6 registers going down there. It's crazy busy. Yeah, it's crazy busy. So it's a good local place.
We bought our Christmas tree too.
Look at Zoe's blown out. Huh? Zoe's
She's had a rough
blown
day.
out. Had a rough day today. Zoe, did the boss scare you? Yeah, thank you, Tonya. Oh wow. Catherine said no, they are open now. Have you been down there lately?
They're not open
For produce or stuff?
Well, they have you can buy a box of fruit and vegetables from them, but that's the only way you can get.
Okay, Catherine said they have a $30 produce box
Yeah.
you can pick up on Wednesdays. It's a good deal. We got the boss
got
in
it
the
once.
chat there. David Dickey is in the chat.
We got it once, but then we got a lot of stuff that we never use.
Hence, Zoe can sleep in peace because the beast is upstairs, right, Zoe? Huh? How about that bad boss? Yeah, look at that thumb. Hmm? Boss had a first aid call today, right?
Yeah.
Sliced his finger with a knife. Boy, did he go off. First aid, he's screaming. Geez, I thought I was
here right now.
I thought I was going to have to grab the defibrillators. He was making such a making such a fuss out of it. Oh, but where's that Band-Aid? I need the antiseptic. He was going crazy today.
Ow!
Right? There's the Zoe's a cockapoo, huh? A nice doggy, and that was a rescue dog from outside of where was that? Yeah, outside of Sacramento. So unfortunately, the woman was stricken with cancer, and used, what was it, Facebook friends post? Market Facebook or something like that. So I'd like to donate funds, take an in-ground pool. Then you girls could have bikini parties and dance with 8-inch heels. Well, I don't know about 8-inch heels. That sounds like a death sentence to me.
Breaking my neck.
To go. Some slut heels are nice, but 8 inches is a little bit much. But they do have a hot tub. We do have hot tub videos from over the years here. It's a very nice hot tub. Yeah, get out there and stain that thing.
That's the next project.
The next project
video.
is get that done over there.
That's Rosie's next video.
Yeah, that's the next video. But they lost a few. Remember, they had this tank had to be emptied. And then what did they do, Janet? They shifted this over here.
It was in the middle of the room.
And luckily the big burly guy, right? Now it was emptied, obviously. How much water was still left in it there?
When he moved it, it was probably a fourth.
Okay.
A fourth full.
But it was
Still water in it.
But he was a hoss. He was able to just pull that
When
thing.
the painters moved it, it was almost empty.
Yeah, okay. So it doesn't look as clear, and you lost some. What did you use? Quite a few neon tetras, and
Big fish.
yeah, just have the big. But you'll get some new fish in there and stuff. So.
He's already looking at it.
Yeah, there's the discus there.
It should clear up by tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it'll be crystal clear in a bit. So, And there's the clown loaches. They're very skittish in the corner over there. There they are. Linamar, I have a 2016 Dodge ProMaster City van. I watched an old stream of trying to sundresses. You had to make, yeah, thank you, Sharon. I appreciate that. Look at this, Sharon. How many people get to eat with a table saw at the table? Look at that. That's what Sharon sent me. The official Rosie thermos. Right there. Thank you, Sharon. Already gone to very good use. Check it out. Plus, you can always find some candy and goodies at Janet's. So yeah, it's a nice van. It's not so comfortable. It's really built. It's really built for city travel. Might be light enough to go out and just take a peek at it. How you doing, Juju B? Well, here I am, honey. Good to see you. Still got a lot of our materials stacked here. Let's see. Yeah. They did a nice job on that tile there. How you doing? Hey, Matowicks. Table saw there to slice the ham. That's right. Oh, of course I brought it. Thank you, Sharon. Of course. Now they're gonna keep carpet on the stairs. How you doing, Linamar? Thank you. They're gonna keep carpet on the stairs for safety. But this has to be dealt with up here. And we've now got a line on here. This isn't perfectly straight across. It comes out a little wider. A lot of construction's not perfect. So we need to cut back on this line. And then square that up and put the nosing on, cut another piece there and put the nosing on. So this is going to remain, this will be new carpet here for all this. So, oh boy. Still have a few things up here. We're still kind of haven't revisited some of the 22.5-degree angles up here. I'll show you the van outside. Isn't this nice? I forgot to show you guys. The whole place was painted too. How you doing, quirky girl? There's our official channel mascot. Let's see what the boss is doing. Permission to enter, boss?
Yeah.
There he is. I thought you'd have us on the big screen over here, huh?
No. That one knows I have Wi-Fi.
You don't ever ask the boss if he's happy. Whatever, what you do. Oh, this one doesn't have the Wi-Fi, huh?
No.
But you do that, okay. But you had a little bit of an accident with this, huh? Like gouge this. And I have a video. What was that? About 3 years ago, I repaired that TV. Put a new power supply in there for the boss. Got that going. Isn't that nice? And the rug. I think the rug looks fantastic in here, doesn't it? This rug.
Everybody likes a stone in the bathroom.
Oh, the stone. It's such a good choice for the river stone for the bathroom. It's beautiful. And the lilac, I guess you wouldn't call it, you call that a lilac color, I think, in the bathroom. And I think that looks...
It's supposed to be a gray, but it's kind of somewhat purplish.
Somewhat. That's definitely a purple. That's really a gray? That's really a gray? Well, it looks good. It's a good combo. Yeah, how you doing, McDave? Yeah, these... boss, people have asked me, what inspired you to... Because people liked your home before. You know, it's a nice... You've been here a long time. What inspired you to do this undertake this massive project here?
Everything was just old. Been here 22 years.
Wow.
Kids,
22
dogs,
years.
Cats, iguanas. And I just bought the basic stock home. It was a new home, and it was time to upgrade from basic to nice stuff.
Yeah, and it's kind of helping you fulfill your dream too.
Before it was all I could do to make the house payment and keep the house.
Yeah. Yeah. Now the boss
Now it's time to fix it up.
Now it's time to reward yourself. And if you're enjoying the stream tonight, thumbs up are appreciated. There's we're doing like punch list stuff now, which means little pain in the ass stuff that we've kind of skipped along the way, or a little bit of a few errors that were made to go back and rectify, but it's nothing that we can't handle. Hey, off the wrench, how are you? Yeah, home improvements are a pain, but so much when you see the fruits of your labor. Were you surprised that these are, they give you models to choose from when you come into a neighborhood like this? I guess this was all, I'm not going to say the name of the development, but you can pick your, 3-car garage or a 2-story or a single story. Did anything surprise you about, when we started taking up carpet and stuff? Were you surprised at some of the, angles and just that one? Yeah, and maybe the step a little, there's things aren't always as true as,
especially with the carpet.
yeah. Yeah.
Carpet will hide anything.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So when you did, this old house. How you doing, Scottish? Good to see you. Scottish said, "Hey, boss, how are you?"
Hi, Scottish.
Yeah, Scottish. The building rules are stricter. You have earthquake codes. There's really no basements here. When you growing up in Ohio, did you have a basement?
Most homes had a basement. We didn't have a basement.
In Baltimore, we had a basement. Most everybody had a basement in Baltimore. Out in California,
They still put them in that back east. I don't know why, but it's.
But people ask me, why don't we have basements in the West? And I've never been able to answer them. I have no idea. It's just that, I don't know. The climate's not as harsh here. I guess sun is the worst. Sun is the worst enemy here. So
I think they usually put a basement in the tornado areas.
So you're gonna get some curtains up here.
Gotta get curtains and a fan.
Getting curtains up here and all that. So now we're not hitting it as hard as we did that last time.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I feel we were really ramming and jamming when we did that. We had a goal to finish off the upper, and we did it. We have a little remediation work to do, but I'm not in any hurry to go anywhere. So we're gonna knock out some of these punch list items that need to be done. We haven't really had any catastrophes. I think we had one bad cut today on the whole day, which was pretty good. So material costs money, right? Was your flooring double click? It's a single click. It's the Pergo. What is it called? Pergo? I can't remember.
Outlast Plus.
Yeah, Outlast Plus. So it's boy, I can tell you, it's really tough as nails, the surface on this, because I've scooted across it, never dropped. Well, we haven't dead dropped hammers and things, but it's pretty tough. It's a pretty tough surface, and it goes down pretty good. I think the biggest challenge is, getting the transition strips down for the door. Now, a lot of people said, we just run these straight through, but when you have carpet, you have a high door below, so, you have to kind of account. So it's nice to have a transition. What part of Ohio, somebody asked, boss, did you, Nazarene or what?
Well, it's Canton, Ohio.
Canton, Ohio. Did you go to the Hall of Fame?
I have been to the Hall of Fame.
Nice. Boss is a dyed-in-the-wool 49ers fan here. So what are you going to do to trick out the, you got some memorabilia and stuff like that. Do you have any plans to, you're not big into art and stuff like that, are you, or things like that?
I have to get some stuff for downstairs, maybe some prints.
Yeah. I think something really jazzy over the fireplace, something really striking would be good, good down there. But this is, the wood grain is pretty, isn't it? It's pretty. I clicked on that. Hey, yeah, Donnie said I clicked into the Rosie home improvement.
When you show it down the hallway is the best, surely.
Yeah, it is. But I think we work well together. We're fairly competent with tools and power tools and things like that. Now, somebody made a comment, oh, I can't believe the boss is hammering and molding by a pneumatic nailer. We could, but I'm just saying, before there was pneumatics and people have been setting for hundreds of years carpentry by hand. So
I don't have the air compressor.
Yeah.
I don't have the nailer. I don't have the knowledge of how to use one, what type of nails to use.
Right. So we're talking about $400 investment in a kit like that with a 20-gallon compressor. Well, I know they have the small ones now, but There's
No,
nothing
they got
wrong.
those little small
Yeah,
ones,
they have
but
the
it's
dual
still
tank.
something else I'm gonna use once and put it
Yeah,
in. Have to store it away.
and it's not like we're hammering the baseboards and causing dents and things like that. We're pretty good at setting with the nail sets and all
It's
that.
not the money that it costs, it's the storage space after I'm
Yeah.
done using it for one application.
Yeah, and you already have a table saw now.
Yeah.
So, but that's good. I mean, we've done that table saw is already come in very handy today on some cuts and
At
stuff.
least you know where somebody has one.
Yeah, you know where somebody has one. No, McDave, but it was a good comment, and I wanted to bring it up. My friend McDave was the one. Yeah, the pneumatic. I mean, if you're gonna be a regular trim carpenter, you're required to have your own tools and stuff. And I can see an investment in a lot of these guys that I used to know in the trade, they would use grabber brand stuff, and yeah, they had all that. Let's see. Ilva said the reason most homes here in California don't have basements is because of the frost line. I don't know. Where's your computer? Somebody asked, "Where's your computer?" Something happened.
It's in the closet.
Okay, he'll get this all set up. This actually has a back part. We did a little cutting on here, Boston. Don't use the desk as a workbench on here, but you probably just put a surface on there or something,
They
something
got
like
that
that.
epoxy paint.
Yeah, so that'll be okay. So should be good. Should be. Do you have Harbor Freight? Yeah, we do have Harbor Freight, but I'm not a super advocate of their. You know, some of the Chicago tools, I've not been real happy with some of the things that I've bought from them. So how you doing? Patricia says, hi, boss. Coming together
Hi.
nicely on there. So this is really for you. It's like a once in a lifetime just to knock this stuff out, get it done, and then you can really enjoy retirement, which I certainly advocate for that. So now when you paint, I thought it was interesting. You actually wash these walls down first. What did you use to wash them down when you
TSP.
DSP? And then you have to let that dry.
Trisodium phosphate.
TSP. Okay. And then did that have to be removed or sponged off or just dry and then you can prime that?
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I've never used TSP
You
on
don't
anything.
have to rinse it, but I rinsed it.
Okay. Because I've never used TSP or anything like that, but use more Phillips heads rather than Robertson. I would say Phillips has pretty much taken over the screw world now. When you say, I rarely see slotted screws much anymore. Phillips,
Or they're both.
bugle head, pan head, all that countersunks, they all seem to be a Phillips drive. Just seems to be more and more taking over everything. So TSP is used as a food additive also. Thank you, Jesse Scott. So we're gonna do that. Take our food and rub it on the walls. So yeah, so you guys did a good job on all of this. Now, what I forgot to tell you guys, the whole house was painted, right? The whole house was painted, and they put another nice feature out here in the hallway, which is the gimbal lights there. You can't really see it too much, but they can adjust those lights. But this was all painted up here, and I really like that touch because you can sort of direct that. That's really for the stairs. You like the smell of fresh paint in construction work? How would you like the boss? What are you doing? Why are you dicking off? Yeah, I probably yell a few times too with the boss. There's some working duds right there. Yeah, Quirky would have put out some zingers. So yeah, it's pretty good. We had to remove this board because we have to cut the nosing off of this. These steps have a lip to them, and it's not really square here, so we had to very carefully measure to get that. We're going to be cutting that and then installing our stringer and our riser behind here on that. My internet sucks terrible. Sorry off the wrench. When the wood floor was put down, do you have to place new baseboards? Um, that's a good question because when I did the Rancho, I tried to save as much baseboard as possible. But the boss wanted to put all new stuff in. Some of the stuff got juicy, right, from just over the years when you have the
Just from mopping the floor,
mopping the floor,
especially the kitchen.
you absorb into that MDF, and it swells that up, and pretty soon it degrades into just a crumbly mess. How about that? Quirky's floor tonight. Well, great work, Rosie. You're such a good friend. Boss has done a lot for me over the years. And like I said, he would catch a bullet for me, no doubt about that. And that's not much, you can't say that about a lot of people in life. So I determined 2021 was the year I was going to give back in spades. So I'm happy to. And I'm happy to come down here and spend time with them, too. We always have a good time. We have a good time fishing. I guess next will be salmon fishing. Will be the next thing. And I'm not crazy about salmon fishing because of the heavy weight that you have to put on the end of it until you get a nice salmon strike it and all that. Yeah, it is where the rubber meets the road. Yeah, thank you, McDave. And I've had a couple people ask me about the end caps down here. And I'm going to do some videos on how to cut things like end caps, nice finishing details like that, as opposed to just having a raw, ragged edge.
You want this open or closed?
Close that, yeah. And that's a double-ended one there. So it makes a nice finished detail when you have end caps and things like that on. And, I'm going to tell you guys, I've had a lot of fun doing this work too, because I love this kind of
The results.
yeah, results, and also you learn new. I've never put down laminate flooring before, so it's fun to learn new things. So I'm kind of glad we're not doing the whole step for safety reasons, but it's still going to be a little bit of a challenge to get that knocked out. You did save the baseboard because that has a nice cut on the end of that we don't want to. Yeah, how you doing, Pamela? How are you doing tonight? Well, thank you, Panic Buyer. Which one it was?
Turn those lights off. Okay.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Just looking at this. See, that has kind of a nice finish edge on it, so we would need this got to be trimmed back, put back in there. I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm doing good. Doing great. Turn this light off here. Yeah. Looking pretty sharp. Doesn't this rug go nice? Thank you, Kitty. Doesn't this rug go? Yeah, I always got my mods on the job. People wasting their time coming in with that stuff. But it's really lucky I had that in the garage and I wasn't using it. If I had the money, I could pay the boss to do my home. Let's cut this light here. Yeah, they're nice people, Sonia. Yeah, they're very good. They're quality individuals, and I enjoy their company very much. Funny thing about Bobby today, Bobby always tells me good morning year in and year out for years, texts, and we didn't hear from him since Saturday, and we were starting to get worried. Turns out he changed his phone. So somebody was asking about the van. I don't know. There's not a lot of light out here. That's the problem. The gap near the doorway and the floor, that's filled with a transition strip that we haven't put down yet. On there, we're saving the transition, putting that down for last. Yeah, the rug pulls the room together. There's my van. It's a 2016 Dodge ProMaster. It's a nice vehicle. It's done good for me. But it's not the most comfortable vehicle for traveling in. But it does give you a lot of stealth. which is nice. It gets great gas mileage, great gas mileage. Yeah, the last thing we do is bang down the transition strips. Some people run that laminate all the way under the door, but a transition strip gives a good finished detail. We still have to do this out here, this area. Airbrush the Last Supper, yeah. See if I get this light on here. Yeah, we still have to, we didn't get to trim this out yet. This slate is really nice here in the entranceway. Good night, Quirky. So we need to get to that. So all in all, we did some calculations yesterday too. We needed to figure our square footage down here, and we found that we got 353 square feet that we're going to need down here, and there's like 13.75 square feet in each one of those cases. So 12 more cases besides what's here. Costs money. Costs money. For sure. Let me go ahead and turn this light off. It's going to go into the hallway here too. All right. Oh boy. Here we are. It's a happy dog. Yeah, the underlay. This has the underlay that's built into the bottom of it, which is real nice. Which is really good. Really good. Sit this back down. Plug in here. All right. That's what's going on very much. Yeah, this boss has been on top of the line electrician for a lot of years. So sending some, hey, Simply Wicked, goodbye. Tell the beautiful Janet, said home, tell the boss to take a break. Take a break. It looks, well, thank you. Simply Wicked said hi. Janet, new flooring and everything. So, oh yeah, somebody was asking about the kitchen. And we've got all the kick plates installed behind. That's a lot of interior and inside and outside cuts there. Get that all done. But again, this is all plastic. It's not the MDF that's going to absorb water and all that. I'll come and give you a hand at the Rancho. Well, thank you, Vicki. Good to see you this evening. Kind of a pain being up and down, but I think the results are definitely worth it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, cove base molding. Yeah. That's it. That's exactly what we use. Exactly. So, trying to think of what else I would have covered. Yeah, for those, I've gotten a few invitations to be on panels and things like that. I don't really have much to add to some of the current drama that's going on right now. I don't really participate too much in that stuff. And I don't want to be rude, but like I said at the beginning, when I'm involved in a project, I like to get my head in the game 100%. And it's kind of awkward if you tell your working partner, hey, I'm going to take an hour to go on, hour and a half and be on a YouTube stream. I mean, as much as I appreciate it, I just gotta stick to it. Yeah, I actually washed it. Washed it today. So good, great, Simply Wicked. I'm glad that you're doing well. Please take a combing. Really? You need the combing? Huh? How's that? Better? Don't have any makeup on tonight, so. And there is RSN. Yeah, appreciated the invite, CJ, and we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen soon, and we'll get on there and get caught up and stuff. When you're on a project like this, you kind of get out of the flow. And I sent CJ a few pictures today of what's going on down here and all that. So, well, thank you. So, like I said, the big thing that Hey, Twin Thing, how you doing? Chris has been sending me a couple pictures of the band and things like that. And, just I hope he gets some good fuel economy. I think that's going to be a very important thing coming up. I don't know where gas prices are headed to. Yeah, no problem, RSN. We're in a rough day. Yeah, we got. Yeah, hey Priscilla. Well, thank you, cute kitty kitty. Look like the bull nose corners in the house. Yeah. Um, Weapon. Hey, the thing I like, they have this new. I don't know how new it is. Because 22.5 degree angles are a pain in the ass. But they have these 90 and 90, and they make nice corners on there. And they're easy. They're easy to handle. Right, and they take paint well. As opposed to the old 22.5s that are such a pain in the ass to fit them over there. Such a pain in the ass. Hey, Cheryl. Yeah, they work out real good. I would recommend them. They're a nice way to kind of game the system a little bit. So, measure twice, cuts. I'm pretty good with measuring tape, and the first hour is kind of rough, and then you get back in the flow of your work again. So, oh well, thank you, cute kitty kitty. I appreciate that. But I enjoy it. It's fun to work with the boss too. Fun to work with the boss. It's the bullnose corners. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just that 22.5 degree is a real nice detail, but wow, you can chew up a lot of time screwing around with that kind of molding. It just gets to be a pain in the butt. What, the fish? Twice a day? Why? They're skinny. They look big as whales in there, some of those fish. What, these Slick Rick, these are pre-primed. These are pre-primed pieces. And Janet's been applying a finish coat of paint over top of them, so. Hey, Jennifer P. Hey, Rosa! How you doing, sweetie? Yeah, good peeps. Yeah, I'm not, CJ will tell you, I don't do much drama, but when I have something to talk about, then I have something to talk about. Oh, well, thank you, Off the Wrench. No makeup stream tonight. I had to take a shower. At least we're not working till 11 o'clock at night like we did last time. That was like a baton death march doing that, but this is more like pain in the ass stuff that's got to be done. It'll stream my animals, shut your channel down, tighten up. I don't know what that means, Donnie. I'm not quite sure what that means. When I pack up here, there will be another return trip to do the big grand floor in here, but some other work's got to be done first. Well, thank you, Off the Wrench. Just because I cleaned it and washed it today, I got tired of being, just, you up and down. I think the worst part's the knees. I think that they take the most, I think they take the most wear and tear. Of all. So I'm looking forward to LA. LA will be coming up. I'm very excited to see Cat TV again. I did get some disappointing news. The CDC came out with their take on the vaccine, what you can do with you're vaccinated, and they're still recommending to limit your travel and all that. So I don't see that changing. Yeah, thumbs up or appreciate it. I don't see that changing for a while, but I hear a bird. Yeah, that's Itchy and Scratchy over there. There they are. They are Itchy and Scratchy. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you, Craig. That's awesome of you to say thank you. Yeah, I will sleep good because the first night in, I don't ever sleep really well. Don't really sleep too well. So, but I will sleep tonight. Yeah, you get your vaccine Friday. Yay. Good for you. First week was a little rough for me. Janet Janet, you've never covered the birds up at night, right? I mean, Some people put like a cover over the bird cage or something. You ever seen people that do that? They'll put a nice cover on. I wonder what, just to have blackout, I guess, for the birds or something.
Maybe just puts them to sleep, I guess. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, they, I'm like the first one down in the morning, and they'll be squawking when they see me a little bit when I come down. But they make you cheerful, when you hear the chirping and all that. Kind of nice. My mom would cover hers up. My birds never like to cover. So. Yeah, I've never been a big bird person, I guess, because the crows in Santa Rosa are such a pain in the ass. Yo, well, thank you, Jody says that Oriental rug is just gorgeous. Janet, did you see that rug? Did you see the rug up in the man cave?
Yes.
How'd you like that? It's pretty nice, huh? Makes it kind of plush. Yeah, it was lucky the color kind of picked up that good. Give a little bit of spank on that. What's up, Joni? How you doing? Oh, well, thank you, Off the Wrench. And I hope you're feeling a little bit better. Joni's a trans sister of mine. And we all have occasional bumps in the road and things like that. She said some very kind things about me, which I appreciated. And I compliment her talents, her woodworking skills, and the thing that she does, and also her passion for her camper van. I think is great. Good. You should do what you're doing. It's work. Yeah, well, thank you, Off the Wrench. That's sweet. Cover my McCall. You ought to hear that alarm in the morning. Wow. Shit. Yeah. We're going to watch a movie tonight or what? Boss going to see Mr. Blanding builds his dream house? The great Cary Grant. No, I cannot imagine that. So, my friend Tampa. Well, thank you, Andel. Janet is in California here. Yeah. Janet's a native Californian. By way of the Okies from Oklahoma. They came sweeping in during the Dust Bowl and all that. I had cockatoos so freaking loud. I hear you, Scottish. I hear you, darling. But the birds and I thought you were going to put the ground flooring in the what did you say? We're doing the trim out work here, Patricia. The reason being is the boss is having some more carpentry work done here. And he was afraid that if he put down the good flooring, that they might not be as cautious with nails and screws and things like that. And if you step on a nail on the floor, it's gonna damage it, which I can understand. Thank you, Sonia. So happy she could be here. Oh, isn't that awesome? Well, Sonia, that's wonderful. That's really great. Yeah. It's really wonderful that she can be that way. Excellent. Excellent. I've had 2 Quaker parrots and a yellow-headed Amazon there. Why? What happened, Reason? What was with the birds? I don't know. I know what was with the birds. I don't know. I don't even know what they are. I know what parrots are. Parrots squawk a lot and all that. I don't know. But Itchy and Scratchy, they can really go at it sometimes. And I can see once in a while Itchy and Scratchy, they'll groom each other. They'll peck in the feathers. I don't know what the hell they're pecking out. I don't know. But they'll do that. Yeah, the noise is tremendous. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, Naim, why don't you, it's English only at the table, man. It's not Pig Latin. Parrots have short tails, macaws have the long tails, yeah. So, yep. I think so. So, hope everybody's doing good. Zoe, okay? Zoe's starting to get comfortable with me now. I first came in and Zoe's barking like crazy. Zoe, woof, woof. Zoe doesn't want to play right now. Zoe doesn't want to play like roosters in the morning. Yeah, let's take it. There they are over here. Which one is itchy?
Green.
The green one is itchy. The yellow one is scratchy. Unfortunately, I hit this cage a lot. Every time I got off and take the measurements here to get up and do this trim part here, up and down, I hit that cage probably 4 times today. So they're probably a little mad at me in there. There they are. Well, that's good, Sonia. I'm so glad. That's great. Yeah, they are beautiful. This is not the original itchy and scratchy though. How many years do they live, Janet?
12 to 15.
12 to 15 years. So yeah, they're the morning flow around here. Now, Janet, did you ever? Do you have pets growing up? Modesto, hang around Post and General Mills and all those, huh? You had dog?
We had a dog and we had some cats.
Roosters running around?
We did have a chicken.
Chickens, Jesus. Why don't you have some chickens out back here, huh? Right, boss?
She was mean as
To your
hell.
plate.
Yeah, you told me that was what was it, a Rhode Island Red or something? And chase you around and all that budgies. Yeah, they're okay. It's nice to hear them kind of squawking today, and I get fired up a little bit. So she struggles because most of her family rejectors, keeps the attitude and stuff. Well, Sonia, I have a lot of videos on my channel, especially in the first year, about those kind of topics. And I've been requested to do a new series on some of those, especially, that there is still life when you get older. I mean, you don't see many older gals that are still doing the trans thing, right? So, it is comfy. Hey, Rinda, how are you? We certainly get that. Certainly understand that, but we got to be who we are, right? So I gotta be me. I gotta be me, simple and free. I gotta be me, whether I'm right, whether I'm wrong. The boss is so hard to get along. I gotta be me. He loves yelling at me. What the F are you doing? Yeah, the birds, they want to know, did the birds kick out seed and food on the floor?
Make a hell of a mess.
They make a hell of a mess. Yeah, they're always scratching around and like,
Seeds, sand.
they're like, yeah, seeds and sand. And why do you put sand in their diet? For their digestion or something? Helps them eat their food.
Their gizzard grinds up the seeds in their gizzard.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I don't know anything about it. Sun computer power drill. Oh, that's cool.
Skin,
Robert
bone, and feathers.
Robert has a Sun Courier parrot that's about 30 years old. Oh, I'm sorry, Rinda, your dog passed. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, sweetie, your dog has passed. How terrible. Good day, Joseph Kane. Yeah, Joe Kane says, hello, boss and Janet from Australia. Joe, I haven't even cracked open those emails, but I will. I'm way behind on the mail and the mail flow and all that, so just kind of focused. Hey, Derbeat, how are you? Good to see you. You'd love a parrot. I think that they're pretty cool. Yeah, I think parrot would be pretty cool until you get your finger like pet parrot. Right. Cool fact: people used to eat parrots because they believed it cured gout. I'm not sure if I want to have a parrot on the menu. Did you hear that, Janet? People used to eat parrots in the 1700s because they thought it cured gout. I guess it's not the most meaty bird in the, right? I mean, it's take a couple of them to take a few of them to make a dozen, Who's get right? Take a few of them to, man. A lot of pets this time is so hard. Also, pet. Oh, I'm so sorry. passed on your husband's birthday. I decided I'm not going to, because of my traveling and stuff, I'm not going to get a pet until I'm just not traveling so much. And then, you know, I would like to have a place to go in winter time and then be on the rancho in summer. 2 parakeets do the same thing. I have a few war wounds, but yeah, gotta love them after 35 years. Yeah, that's awesome. Is that your wife or? Hey, Debbie. Had to spend his birthday at the crematorium. Yeah, well, Missy Jen had to be there to put my dog down. I couldn't be in that room. Thank God Jen was there. My Wolfie, there was no way. Thank God Missy Jen had the courage to be in there, and I couldn't watch that. Hey, monkey boy, how you doing? I couldn't be in there when that was going on. Are you kidding me? And then a year later, she had to put her own dog down, Mandy. Since you use your van in your monetized channel, can you deduct? Yeah, you can deduct that off. Yeah, it hasn't been enough. You know, there's anybody who thinks you're going to get rich off of YouTube and stuff like that. It's almost, fiddling with it would be more effort. But yeah, you could take it off. There ain't nobody going to make a packet of money on YouTube. Not down in the void here. I guarantee you that. You know. And I'm not even monetized at the current time, courtesy of the Google March 1st glitch. But I don't really care. You know. I did have a male Carapy, but I found it on his back, so now it's just mine too. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Seamus is a good dog name. Shaking my 180-pound mastiff. Wow. Is the dog that heavy? How much does St. Bernards weigh, Janet? Hundreds of pounds, don't they? Big dog. I mean, the only thing I think about a St. Bernard is when I'm stuck in the Alps and it brings me up some brandy under it. Right. All right. So if I'm going to freeze to death, at least I can do it with, have some brandy. He was 200 before he got sick. Wow. I know parrots some birds live a very long time. A long time. I wonder, I don't know anything about birds and how intelligent they are, or if they become attached to their owners. I have no idea. I've never had a bird. You know, we just have massive numbers of crows. That's why they filmed the birds in Sonoma County, because of the damn crows. That's all I know. And crows are pretty smart, so I don't know how smart they are. He's 22. He's a cockatiel. St. Bernards are 140 to 260 pounds. Whoa. Yeah, boy. That would make mincemeat out of me. I got a couple small nicks today, but nothing too serious here on the job. Boss got a pretty nasty slice. How's your finger, boss? Boss, how's your finger? Is it okay?
It's okay.
It's okay, yeah. Boss doesn't like to get cut. He's all about safety and everything like that. So they become attached. Okay, so they do become attached. That's kind of weird, you know. I don't know. I'd love to have a St. Bernard. They said sometimes the St. Bernards can get a little wacky when they get older, and sometimes they can turn on you. Sometimes I heard German Shepherds can go a little haywire sometimes too, and it's kind of scary to me, you know. And I'm not that big. To control a big dog is really it's a tough prospect for me. Zoe, I can handle. Cleaning up the poo. I knew if I didn't clean it up, somebody would say something. Very intelligent and very attached. That's really cool. Mastiff's just a big, lovable. That's the way I feel about like labs and Chesapeake Bay retrievers and all that. That's the way I feel about them. Yeah, your dog is really attached to you and you alone, Monkey Boy. Monkey Boy's like, Rosie, come on, sun by the pool. And then seeing Taz, like, really? Wow. I thought you got remonetized because, no, I wanted to periodically, every 2 years, I'd like to put out a new welcome video that generally just gets shown to people that aren't subscribed. But to have it show, you need to upload it so everybody sees it. But from now on, the only people that will see that welcome video are the people that are not subscribed that land on the channel. They will see that. I had the Niagara Falls video sitting there for a year or so. So I'm going to be doing a lot more video recorded content and trying to transition my live streams over to the Rosie Murphy, channel. So, but that's not going to be till I hit the road and do a lot more heavy duty travel. So, thanks for letting me talk about him. Yeah, of course, Renda, that's terrible. You know, loss of a pet. I was really shaken when my dog Wolfie in his final days had to be put down. That dog was my companion for the first 2 years when I was at the Rancho, just busting my ass. Just massive problem, renovation after massive problem. You can see all the, you can see the video called My 4-Year Restoration Journey or whatever down there. I mean, it was pretty heartrending at spots of that. One time I was feeling pretty damn blue. He was a rescue, but I swear he rescued me. Oh, that's great. They really are. Hey, Brian, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. I'm just hanging out. Yeah, our hearts are with you, Brenda. We do love our pets. And growing up, we had dogs, we had cats, the whole shebang. So, hey, Ace, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. We did watch Coming to America 2, which was pretty good last night. I thought that was a pretty fun movie. Eddie Murphy, it was good to see him back with Arsenio Hall. Good to see Arsenio and also Louis Anderson. And John Amos of Good Times, still kicking around. Just looking out of the window, watching the asphalt roll. Thinking how it all looks hand-me-down. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Temporary layoffs, good times, easy credit rip-off, good times. Ain't we lucky we got 'em? Ooh, good times, yeah. Dynamite, JJ. You were watching Good Times. Yes, they were going tomorrow to pick up his ashes. That was pricey, yikes, but worth it, sure. That's good. Yeah, thumbs up or appreciate. Well, that's, Rinda, it's, some people will bury it at a pet cemetery, and, I don't know. Sub-Zero, it's English only at the table here, my friend, so. Quid pro quo to you too, my friend. You all right? Kind of creeping along?
What are we doing? What you guys do?
We're just sitting here hanging out and just bullshitting and having a good time tonight. I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight.
Old friend.
What we got here? Oh, wow. Wow. Wow, look at that. The boss, speaking of cremation, the boss had an iguana. How long was that iguana, boss? Like 3 feet or something?
5 feet.
5 feet. A pet iguana. And Juan passed and was cremated November 30th of 2016. And there's the box where Juan's ashes reside. Wow. And then, who in the hell was Muffin?
Was it a cat?
Cat. Then the remains of Muffin. Man, I've never seen this. Wow. And is this for me, or what is it? What, there's nothing on it?
She's my good cat.
You had a good cat and a bad cat?
And the other one was kind of skittish, but Chico was like a dog cat.
Chica was like a dog cat. I think that's pretty cool.
She really watched the house.
Wow.
Anything wrong in the house?
Isn't that nice? May 9th, 2007. Wow. Wow. That's something, boss.
Yeah, they said they gonna pick up their ash.
Yeah, like 7 months later when Juan died, you were back there again for the next one. Wow. Like, wow. Thumbnail with the ashes. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I don't know, man. You know, but you look at pictures of Juan the iguana, and Juan would go outside himself, right? And go out and do his business. And he'd lay on the back of the sofa there, and Janet would freak out sitting there. You didn't know if Juan was going to take your head off, right? And then Juan, his tail got run over on the street, right, one time, and Juan got out of there.
He lost like 6 inches off his tail.
Lost 6 inches off of his tail. Jinxie, how you doing, babe?
It grew back.
It grew back. That's pretty cool, boss. That's incredible. That really is amazing. Juan. So what made Juan go at the end? Old age. Just couldn't make it anymore, huh?
Yeah.
Old Juan.
It passed through the winter.
Salute to you, Juan. Juan was a hell of a pet. Not everybody has a 5-foot iguana in the house. No offense. Not mine. But the boss is a little different. Yeah, Wayne loved good times. There you go, Joni. Yeah, good to see you, Jinxie babes. Hey, Jinx is there. There's Janet. Janet? Jinx said hi to you. There she is. Jinxie, your Canadian gal. There she is. We're just working away here. Our days aren't as long. We're not driving ourselves as hard right now. But getting her done, all that pain in the ass, under cabinet trim. Real pain in the scrot, I'll tell you that. Real. Hi, Mandy. How you doing, beautiful? Good to see you. We got Mandy, the pride of Georgia there. So it's a wood stove. That is a pellet stove. And what did you say these? The boss went upstairs, but
Over there.
boss, what do these pellet stoves run now? Do you know? They're not cheap anymore, are they?
Probably about 10,000.
10,000 for these. And this is very, what do you know? Remember the brand? He said it looks like a Horizon or something. This thing, I don't know.
I think it says
Something. Pioneer Bay. It looks like, but they're nice. Yeah, look at that fish tank, huh? Now it looks a little cloudy because this whole tank had to be drained to a quarter of its depth, moved to the middle of the room. The tiling had to be set, grouted and sealed, so they finally topped it up with a new order. Isn't that nice? This thing kicks out a lot of heat, and you can really feel it upstairs. So, boss, I was confused. I didn't know you were gonna cover that all in and go for a really jumbo TV, right? So what are you thinking? Some whole monster theater set up here or whatever?
I don't know, maybe
Hey, Glitter.
75.
Wow.
75 or 80.
Wow.
It's gonna be on the wall.
I remember when this was all, the day they got when they got this, probably about 5 years ago, ultra high definition. First time we saw 4K on football or something like that was pretty amazing. Yeah, there's Zoe. You can see Zoe. What's up, skunk? There we go. Yeah, 80-inch TV. What's up, Zoe? Zoe. Zoe's crazy about me now, aren't you, Zoe? Huh? She's crazy about me, huh? And Zoe's a cockapoo. Yes. Zoe's pretty smart, huh? Zoe doesn't like seafood, though. Right.
She doesn't like shellfish.
Shellfish, that's right. But she likes bacon a lot.
She likes bacon.
Likes bacon.
She likes fish, but she just doesn't
So
like
he said she's a
shellfish.
word about it. That's right, Mandy. Zoe's not into YouTube. Janet's not much. She's kind of endured it for a lot of years. Hard to believe I've known Janet almost 12 years now. It's yeah. Dog is. Thank you, Skunk Ape. Yeah, the dog is just tolerating. It's gonna go nestle up next to mommy. There we go. There's the Zoe. There we go. Bacon and allergic to shellfish. Yeah, we miss you too, Jinxie. It's good to see you around, baby doll. Good to see the Jinxie. Yeah. You're very welcome, Renda. You hope the heat doesn't what, Patricia? This house is comfortable. Yeah, what a little sweetie, huh? All tuckered out. Usually Zoe's up in bed.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Georgie at 8 o'clock. George just used to hit the bed. That was it. That was the end of his day. Right? No, the heat doesn't bother the fish at all. They're very regulated with the. See, it's running at 82 degrees. There now. Back in April of 2014, 13. The heater malfunctioned. It boiled the fish at that time, and I had the displeasure of walking into the house, and the stench was unbelievable, unreal. But that was pretty rare. Yeah, Rinda, take care, sweetie. Yeah, it was terrible. You can see the video, and I had to unfortunately call him, talk to Janet, and say I got a bit of bad news. The fish are fried here. It smelled so bad, I had to grab the birds and take them outside. I thought they were going to pass out in here with the smell. Yep. Yep. All right. Flip that around. It wasn't funny, but it's funny when you kind of think back on it, because Bobby and I was like, oh shit. Bobby's like, who's gonna make the phone call? He's like, Rosie, you got to make the phone call. The boss is like, you killed my fish. Love fish tanks, but they always smell wonky. I think if you have good circulation, Skunk, that they're pretty nice. I don't think there's a lot of. I don't ever smell a fish tank. Do you?
You're not gonna smell fish tank.
Yeah. Only if it's maybe just a terrarium, maybe, or something like that.
You don't smell fish tank.
Yeah. Get it right there. Get it right there, Skunk.
You know what they?
Yep.
It might smell like earth.
Yeah, it wasn't funny. That was a terrible phone call to make to tell them. Yeah, I'm here, you know, at least till we get this, you know, we got a lot of punch list items to be done. So, yeah, I'm going to be around for a few days. Yeah, so. What is that, cheesecake, or what is that?
Well, I think I would call it red velvet.
Red velvet cake? Yeah.
I'm guessing.
It's pretty fancy dancy, huh?
Red velvet.
Shit. Well, guess what? Lucky I caught that damn thing. Hold on, guys. It almost went on the table. It did go on the table, but just the crumbs, thank God. Oh. They're on the table, Janet. Don't panic.
Oh,
They're all on the table.
Rosie make a mess, Janet.
Yep. Get the little vacuum out again. Rosie's here. There we go. It's all on the table. Just my luck. It's nice to be loved when you can spill cake all over the table. Janet don't care for nothing. She's watching. She's on her TV time. Uh, well, yeah, we do eat very well. I am sleepy, guys, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call it a hangout, but I did promise to come live. Make sure that you're subbed up to the Rosie Murphy channel, please. Jinxie, good to see you, babe. Skunk, yeah, put the dog on the table. We do that all the time. So I want to thank you guys for being along. It's coming up to about an hour and a half or so, and a very light night, but thanks everybody. Your thumbs up are appreciated. We're only 5 thumbs away from a 100 here. Good night, Mandy. Good to see you, beautiful. Lip, everybody else. Thanks so much for coming in. Patricia, Jody, Cheryl, thank you. Everybody else. Riza, as usual. I know I've been delinquent answering mail, but just so many hours in the day. Thanks, everybody.